touchdown here to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The ball carrier, Marquise Blair on the tackle. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Eagles get a score closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, D. Hey, 152, 152. Man, let's get some pass.
Now Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback that's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. On second down, it's Carson, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Sorry. Quick. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
On third down, Horn. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
27, Eagles 6. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Eluding the pressure right. The left side throw complete to Adams. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Desmond King picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Eagles. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's...
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Wentz. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's into the clear. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. And an Eagle first down.
56. Mike's 56. All day, baby, all day. 56. Mike.
Wentz now on first down. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring them indeed with that score alone. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Philadelphia.
He's mine. Sunday.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and now it's second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. To throw, it's Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Trey Flowers picks it. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now Wilson down around his goal line. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, Horn. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
That's the way. He's crashing. He's checking.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And you know what else happened on that play? He just went past 45,000 career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently, guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who've kept him upright to throw the ball, receivers who've caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And last but not least,
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
47, Eagles 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Pass intended for Miles Sanders, incomplete. 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
56.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
Get ready. Get ready.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the light. We ain't giving him nothing to do.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
I'm coming. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 54, Eagles 6. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Conley. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. Oh, and now some space to operate. They're just bowling over tacklers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They'll run with Sanders. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up
Wentz on the give to Sanders.
The Seahawks 43
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Wentz. And now here is another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Seahawks 61, Eagles 6. Graham Gano set to
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Conley. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
45-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw is Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders.
Wentz's pass.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
15 yards. First down.
On first down, Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
2-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. This is Carson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Horn. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Carson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now it's Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line. Today's final score, Seahawks.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive